The foundation of every increase coming in 2026 is the 2.8% COLA, which applies uniformly to retirement, disability, spousal, survivor, and SSI benefits. COLA exists to protect seniors from rising prices and is calculated using inflation data. Although inflation has cooled from the highs of 2022 and 2023, costs for housing, food, insurance, utilities, and transportation remain elevated. That's why this 2.8% adjustment was approved. It reflects the real-world impact of price increases that continue to affect older Americans' daily lives. Because COLA is a percentage adjustment rather than a dollar-based one, the size of your benefit determines the size of your raise. Someone receiving $1,000 will see about $28 more each month, while someone receiving $2,000 will see roughly $56 more. When you apply these increases across tens of millions of beneficiaries, the overall national impact becomes enormous. This is why 2026 stands out. Average benefits are high enough that even a modest percentage adjustment produces meaningful monthly gains. A historic milestone occurred in 2025 when the average retirement benefit exceeded $2,000 per month for the first time ever. In 2026, that average continues to rise, reaching approximately $2,071 per month in January. This continues a trend of higher average payments, driven by stronger lifetime wages among newer retirees, and the consistent application of COLA adjustments each year. With this new level, the typical retiree will receive nearly $25,000 annually from Social Security. This increase is part of a long-term pattern. As workers with higher earnings, histories age into retirement, they lift the national average. When combined with annual COLA adjustments, these workforce demographics push benefits higher year after year. For seniors facing rising costs of housing, medical care, and daily living expenses, these increased payments provide much-needed financial support heading into 2026. Disabled workers will also see meaningful improvements in 2026. In 2025, the average SSDI benefit was about $1,580 per month. With the 2.8% COLA, the new 2026 average rises to $1,630 per month. This is roughly a $50 monthly increase, adding up to around $600 more over the course of the year. For individuals who rely on SSDI as their primary income source, this additional money helps offset rising costs for utilities, medication, and basic essentials. SSDI amounts vary depending on a worker's earnings history, work duration, and the age at which they became disabled. Because disabilities often shorten a person's career or limit earning power, many SSDI recipients receive lower benefits than retirees. However, the COLA applies equally to all, ensuring that disabled workers receive proportional increases. These adjustments will be especially important in 2026, as many disabled beneficiaries continue to face higher living expenses. One of the most striking numbers for 2026 is the new maximum retirement benefit, $5,251 per month. This represents the highest Social Security payment ever offered and reflects the earning patterns of workers who spent at least 35 years paying into the system at the maximum taxable wage level. Only a small percentage of retirees qualify for this top-tier benefit, but it demonstrates the power of long-term consistent contributions and strong lifetime earnings. In 2025, the maximum monthly benefit was $5,168, meaning the 2026 adjustment adds nearly $150 a month from COLA alone. Over the course of a year, the maximum benefit now totals approximately $63,000, an amount comparable to the annual salary of a full-time worker in many parts of the United States. The size of the maximum benefit is one of the reasons some lawmakers have suggested reducing COLA for high-income retirees, though no such policy has been approved. Although everyone receives the same 2.8% COLA in 2026, the dollar amount of each person's increase varies because Social Security bases benefits on each individual's lifetime earnings, work history, and the age they chose to claim. A person who consistently earned high wages for 35 years will naturally receive a larger payment, and therefore a larger increase, than someone who worked part-time, had lower earnings, or claimed at age 62. The claiming age alone can create large differences because early filing reduces benefits permanently, while waiting up to age 70 increases them. Other complexities also influence benefit amounts. Survivors and spouses receive payments tied to the earnings of the primary worker. Disabled workers may have shorter careers because of medical conditions, lowering their lifetime earnings average and their base benefit. These differences remain even after COLA is applied. COLA raises the benefit by the same percentage, but each person's base amount determines the actual dollar increase deposited into their account. As Social Security benefits reach new highs, especially with the maximum surpassing $5,200, policymakers are debating whether high-income retirees should continue receiving full COLA adjustments. Some argue that providing full COLA at the top end puts additional strain on Social Security's future finances, especially with projections showing funding challenges in the next decade. They suggest reducing COLA for the highest earners as a way to preserve the program long-term. Supporters of equal COLA treatment argue that every worker paid into the system under the same rules and should receive adjustments equally. They warn against creating a two-tier benefit structure. There are also proposals to increase COLA for low-income seniors by switching to the CPIE formula, which better reflects the spending patterns of older adults. These policy discussions are likely to intensify as benefit amounts continue to grow, and Congress searches for solutions to protect the program's future stability. Beneficiaries will see their updated 2026 benefits in their first payment of the year. Most retirees are paid on the second, third, or fourth Wednesday of the month. Based on their birthday grouping, SSDI beneficiaries also receive their increased payments in January, though some payments may land in early February depending on the schedule. Updated benefit letters and online accounts already show the new gross and net benefit amounts, giving beneficiaries a clear picture of what to expect. It's also important to be aware of Medicare Part B deductions. While the gross Social Security benefit increases by 2.8%, the final payment amount could be slightly lower after Medicare premiums are adjusted for 2026. These changes are automatic, so beneficiaries should always check the net amount in their benefit letter to avoid surprises. Despite these deductions, the 2026 increases remain historically strong and will provide meaningful financial relief. Thank you for watching this detailed explanation of the historic Social Security changes coming in 2026. With average benefits rising across the board and maximum amounts reaching record highs, this year will deliver significant financial support to retirees, disabled workers, and survivors nationwide. Understanding how these increases work is vital for budgeting and planning ahead. If this breakdown helped you, please like and subscribe to Social Security Post. Share your city and state in the comments and let me know how much your benefit is increasing in 2026. Your engagement helps us continue producing clear, accurate, and helpful updates on Social Security, Medicare, and other essential benefits. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.